Now time for everyone's second favorite
segment
of the week. It is time to make our picks for this weekend. Yeah. I think we were missing the sh on that one.
Yeah.
Not
Frank,
bad.
sleeping at the wheel or what? Yeah.
No.
All right. Let's do it.
All right. Randomizing now. I will go first, Ariel second, Frank third, Rick fourth.
Let's do it.
Let's head over to the alternate totals page. I will take... They don't have what I was looking at up. I will take Tom Aspinall, Marcin Tibera under 3.5.
That was my pick right there.
Now it's your pick.
Yeah, I know. That wasn't exactly what I wanted. Time to get this offering. I need a minute to myself. Anyone get it? No?
Do you want to switch?
You will never be the same. I to myself. No one gets it?
No.
I get it. Face the pain, baby.
Yeah. All right.
Come on.
Wait, can I not pick Tommy?
No.
Okay, I'm ready for my pick. I would like my pick to be... This is, my friends, what is known as a very confident pick, a good faith pick, and more so than that, it is a peace offering from longtime friend of the show. We may have fallen on hard times, but I feel like good times are coming. This is for my fellow Toffee, my former good friend and future good friend, the only meatball in my life, the one and only Molly McCann. Molly McCann getting it done, back on track with love in my heart, with confidence in my veins. We got this, meatball. Let's go. Let's go, meatball. This Saturday, back on track. She's getting it done. How about that, guys?
That sounds
All right.
great.
It's a nice olive branch right there.
Yeah,
I like
Great
that.
olive branch.
We're turning the page, all right?
Any worry of the fight not going forward? Stoliarenko making her debut at 125.
Listen, bro, I just make the picks, all right?
Never made it before.
I'm not getting into all that.
Featherweight.
By the way, I would love that. That means
Thanks
that
on
I'm
the
out
scales.
and I get the push, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Push.
And
Molly
the goodwill. It's a perfect scenario.
it's a perfect
Yeah.
scenario. So, Molly McCann, who's up next?
That brings us to Frank.
What's up, Frank here? You over 2.5 for Shauna and Bruno.
Oh,
Shauna Bannon and Bruno Brazil.
Yeah, I'm on
just to
first name
clarify
basis
there.
with them.
Yeah.
Mama
Although
B.
Shauna was saying that she was going to knock her out in the second round.
Yeah, that makes
Let's
me
not do that.
By the way,
you know.
I just want the record to show that is akin to betting against the guest. She specifically said, too, you're now going against what she says. To me, it's one step below betting against the
This was
guest.
decided before she came on.
You gotta adjust. You know, I think there was maybe some talk of maybe going.
What were the phone
one of us
numbers
was
for
talking
if
about
you have a
going against
gambling
Shauna, but then
problem?
when she was booked, we moved off that, right? Wasn't there some talk of that?
There's no such thing as superstition. What is the phone number for the gambling problem? Because I think we need to call it.
Okay, I'm just saying. All right, we'll remember this on Monday. Who's up next?
It's me. I'm
me.
going to.
Hi.
Hi. The problem is me.
Yes.
Hopefully
We're just
not.
gonna get a
Hopefully I won't be
takedown
the
notice
problem
for
for this
this.
parlay. I'm gonna go to the alternate totals, and I'm gonna take the over 1.5 for Nathaniel Wood versus Andre Touchy-Feely.
Okay, ooh, that's a nice one.
That is a nice one.
Also, I want the record to show I see a lot of belly aching about this particular card. I don't mind this card. Is it as good as the last 3 London cards? Is it as good as a pay-per-view with a title fight? No. But come on, every fight
It's a
I'm
good
interested in
fight night.
something.
Like, listen, there's stakes. There's some interesting matchups. And it's going
Aspinall
to be
returning, Molly
Aspinall
looking to
returning.
get back on track. Andre Feely Wood can't be boring. Paul Craig making his 185 debut. What the hell?
Lerone Murphy, Josh Coolabau, banger.
Jai
Grant,
Herbert,
Marcos, banger.
Davey Grant, fun. Hot Chocolate, fun. Gia Casey, fun. Mick Parkin, Team BFG, fun. Barbarina, always fun. Caitlin Vieira, 135. What's up? And then what about our boy Nala Schmooze looking to get back in there? Had that great debut against Chris Duncan, fun. Shauna Bannon, fun. I mean, come on. Lighten
Plus,
up, Francis.
Everything you're saying, they're all in front of the London crowd.
Yes.
I'm looking forward.
On top
It's
of
going
that.
to be, it's going to be madness once it starts rolling.
Oh, but you hate the UFC. You hate it. You're so negative. Fuck off. All right, what
this
else?
blows last week's card out
I mean,
of the
it's
water.
not even a question. It's a very, very, very good fight night. It's a very good. Is it an excellent one? No, they can't all be excellent. And by the way, it's not. I mean, Till's out. He's not in the UFC anymore. Patty is injured. Who could have been on this card? Leon's not going to be on a fight night. We know that. So who could have been on this card that they didn't book on this card? Like who? There's no egregious misstep here. And I think that the London crowd, forget what Twitter says. I think that the London crowd does want to see the UK versus the world. I'm sure there are people on Twitter that would say like, give me Gaethje Poirier, give me those guys. But I think for the most part, they want to see these guys, and them's the guys. Now, an MVP would be nice. I'm told there's no chance that they're going to announce. He's going to be there, but I would be shocked based on my conversations if they announce him signing. But he would be a great addition to the roster. I know there's some definite concerns about the pricing and that it's very expensive.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah,
yes,
and that's
I think
fair.
It's an overpriced ticket for the quality.
And that is 100% fair. I'm speaking as someone watching from home.
Yeah, that applies to the people who are in the arena. Anybody else, what's your gripe?
No.
What's the gripe?
Yeah,
No,
it's a fine card.
Yeah. And maybe a lot of those people who are complaining are the ones who are, in the mix to buy a ticket or wanted to buy a ticket, didn't buy, because I do think there's something to be said for maybe going outside of London for one of these. Like if this card was in Manchester
be
or
in the UK and just go somewhere else.
Newcastle,
I'm with you.
like I think they would have been. I mean, if Aspinall lives like a stone's throw away from Manchester, like that would make a lot of sense to have him headline there. So I don't think it would be as much.
Saturday? Anybody else joining me?
You are going to be at a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just going to go get fish and chips for lunch.
So you're
I'm
offering
saying-
us to a lunch you can't even attend.
No, he's saying, is anyone else? What's wrong with you?
Like, what? Come
Connor's
on,
face.
Bro.
Connor's
man. Are you going to
I'm going to eat
partake
some
in the
fish and
tradition?
chips with my.
And that's what I was asking. We could have
Joe,
avoided
are you
all of
in?
this. You could have just said, yeah, I'm going to have fish and chips.
on Saturday.
Yes.
There's a place. There's a place like. Is there a New York place or? I saw a place
Doesn't-
recently that was called like Fish and Chips.
Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah,
has a
assault and
place.
battery.
Salt and Battery. Yeah, is that near us?
Yeah, very close. And it's right next door to our favorite staple, Tea and Sympathy.
I thought you were going to say Jersey Mike's.
Doesn't Gordon Ramsay have a
That's
place
my
as well?
second favorite. Tea and Sympathy is the breakfast spot, and then they're connected. Then you go for fish and chips at Assault and
By the way, we should have done Fish and Chips on Monday.
I'm saving mine for Saturday.
All right, I mean, we
Little mushy
Thought you
peas
didn't do
action.
bread.
oh, mushy peas, guys. Yeah, I had that at Nando's in London. Had the spicy rice, the peas, it was tremendous.
Peas.
All right, them's the picks. What else you got, GC? Take us home.
Yes, let's do it. Let's start. I'm going to take Pani Kianzad to win her fight by a decision. I think this is going to be a close fight. I mean, if you just look at it, the last two fights for Ketlin Vieira, both went to split decisions. She's typically in close fights. And another big reason why I'm doing this is on the money line, Kianzad is plus 130, I believe, and you're getting her juiced all the way up to plus 210 to win by decision when she hasn't had a finish in almost a decade. Her last finish coming in 2014, and her last 10 10 fights. I want to say it's her last like 17 of 18 have gone to a decision. Google, of course, signs me out of my notes as right as I'm getting going here, but she is a decision machine, and her most likely win condition is winning by decision, and you're getting an additional 80 points on the money line by that. And Ketlen Vieira is tough as well. I think this is going to be a very close fight, and when we go to the scorecards, I want to be holding a plus 210 rather than, I think it's a minus 125 for Ketlen Vieira to win by decision. Next one, another interesting bet I have, switching it up. Shout out to DraftKings and a couple other books offered as well, but the same game parlay, Joel Alvarez. He's like minus 190 on the money line. Don't know if I love that. What I do like here is same game parlaying it with the under 2.5, getting us to even money. I think that's his major win condition here, is winning by finish. He has 19 professional wins, 19 wins by finish, and all 19 are coming under the 2.5. He's not really a minute winner. He is a fight winner, as Jed Meshew said on No Bets Barred. He is very dangerous. Now, I know 0% takedown defense. If someone has attempted a takedown on Joel Alvarez, they have succeeded. And Mark Diakese, his last 2 wins, he had 19 combined takedowns. Now, with that said, he does have 2 losses by guillotine in his last 5 losses, and Joel Alvarez has 16 wins by submission. I think he's very dangerous off his back. You risk him getting to his back and not being able to get a submission. But I think he's very dangerous there. I don't know if it's the smartest move for Diakese to take him there. And then on the feet, he's just going to have a massive size advantage, as he does with anyone if he makes it to 155, 6'3", huge reach. And he's dangerous there as well. I think he's just dangerous anywhere. I think if he's going to win, it's going to be by finish. So taking that minus 190 and getting it to even odds. Next up, Hot Chocolate Roberts taking on Johnny Parsons. This fight, I believe, is going to be chaotic. I mean, just looking at the X's and O's of it, it feels like this is a Danny Roberts win waiting to happen in front of the home crowd. I mean, he is going to be the far more experienced fighter here. 25 professional fights, 13 coming in the UFC. Johnny Parsons doesn't even have that many fights, period. And he's coming off a almost 2-year layoff and off of a fight that not entirely sure that he won on the Contender Series. So it feels like this is a fight that Danny Roberts should be winning. But on the flip side, Johnny Parsons, the Slugginator, I believe, is his nickname, and he lives up to that. He fights crazy, and he is very liable to get knockout wins. And Danny Roberts is very liable to get knocked out. 6 of his losses are by finish, 4 of them by knockout. I think Johnny Parsons either comes in here, gets wild, finds the chin of Danny Roberts and finishes him, or Danny Roberts just outclats him and gets the finish himself. So I will be taking the under 2.5, near even money. And I think we see a finish in that one. Next up, I think this is going to be a banger. Ron Murphy, Josh Coolabau. Coolabau traveling pretty far from Australia, but nonetheless, he is going to be game. He is going to be ready to go. And both these dudes are super well-rounded. I am just going to take the guy that I think is a touch more well-rounded, super athletic in Lerone Murphy, fighting in front of the home crowd. This could be a decision. Both these guys are tough, could have the home cooking. And a lot of people want to point to Lerone Murphy being taken down, but I think he's got a great get-up game as well. And Coolabau, we talk about Joel Alvarez having 0% takedown defense. Coolabau has yet to be successful with a takedown in the UFC. I think Lerone Murphy is actually the one that can push the wrestling and grappling in this one, and I think he'll win by a decision. Plus, not only does he have the home cooking, he will be the birthday boy on Saturday, turning 32 years old, I believe, on July 22nd. So he's at home. It's his birthday. Bounce back after a tough fight. I mean, how can he lose at that point? So I will be riding with Lerone Murphy. Just a couple more here. The main event, Tom Aspinall back taking on Marcin Tybura. I like Tom Aspinall to win, but I really like this fight to finish early. Aspinall has never seen a third round, 15 professional fights, 13 of them ending under the 1.5. Tybura, he goes longer. He is tough, but I think this is Aspinall's fight to lose. If the knee is good, I think he's going to be able to do what he wants here, and that's get the fight finished. He does not get paid by the hour. He is here for a good time, not a long time. So I do think we see a finish early here. It's not till next Tuesday, but I've been sitting on this one for a few weeks. In a way, money line. I will be up Tuesday morning. Just took them straight, and I will be watching, and hopefully we can cash that one. Should be a fantastic fight over there in Japan. Quickly, 2 parlays. One across the 2 weeks, taking us into 291. Kianzad over 1.5. Aspinall Tibera under 3.5. That's what I used in the Parlay Pals. And Gabriel Bonfim. Parlayed up a Bonfim, brother, a few weeks ago. Didn't work out. We'll see if it works out with this one. And then last but not least, feels like everybody's on this one, so I might as well be on it too. Makhmed Murdov and Tom Aspinall to win. And those are the picks. UFC London, 4th edition since we started the show.
Nice.
Yeah, post-pandemic. There's been a ton before.
Yeah, I mean,
not everything is just about like when you join. You know.
Since we started the show, 4th edition though, was the question I asked.
I'm not sure. Is it? I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
By the way, that last thing that you just said, what you said, everyone's on this one.
Yeah, it feels like a lot of people are on that parlay. Makhmed Murdov.
That particular one.
Yeah, just see people tweeting it out.
Okay.
They're just like, "Yep, this is a parlay I'm taking."
All right. Maybe we should have just replicated that and called it a day.
No, I like our own. I like our own.
Well, I'm excited.
I'm very excited. Should be a great Saturday.
Little afternoon card.
Stoked.
You seeing Oppenheimer this weekend?
No. I still don't really know what Oppenheimer is. And I'm also starting to hear that Barbie is not for kids.
Yeah.
What do you mean starting to hear? We explained that from the jump.
Had a whole thing about it.
PG-13.
How am I supposed to explain this to my daughter?
Be like, grow up.
Or you just show her like a Barbie cartoon and tell her that.
No,
What-
she knows exactly what
What
this
would
is.
be in there that you would possibly have to
I don't know.
explain or
No,
object
I don't know.
to?
I
I
haven't even seen a trailer for it. If everyone's saying that you can't show, you tell me, am I wrong? Can you go with a little kid?
I think you could.
All right.
I don't know.
I-
Is that one
I
scene
would
about
not have the-
beaching each other off?
What's that?
Yeah, but they don't even
Ryan
get that. They
Gosling
don't even
does
understand
something
that.
Yeah.
Where they're talking about beaching
I
each
would
other
take
off.
I would take my 5-year-old, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Wow.
just be prepared to answer some questions.
Yeah, I mean PG-13, 5-year-old. That's 8 years.
Well, mine's 6, so we're in the
I
same
mean,
boat
yeah, you
here.
got it.
If anything happens, I'm blaming you, Rick.
Look, I saw
Sure.
RoboCop when I was
I'll-
5. I'm fine.
Put me on with
Thank
Claire. I'll explain everything for
Okay.
you.
If you have any
And I'll take
questions,
that
just
responsibility.
call this
Call
guy.
me.
Yeah.
Uncle Rick's got you.
I got it.